ready to go. On the Fan, New York Sports Radio. Mike's on, Mike's on. He'll get you the sports any way that he can. It's Mike Francesa on the Fan. Sports Radio 66 and 101.9 FM, WFAN.
From the studios of WFAN, this is Mike's on Francesa on the Fan on this Monday, an overcast, kind of rainy type Monday, the 20th day, believe it or not, of August. Where has your summer gone? So we are in the final days, down the stretch we come in this summer season. Before you know it, we'll be back. It'll be after Labor Day. We'll be talking about the opening week of the NFL. We'll be talking about week one, and we'll be talking about everything that's going on. We'll also be talking plenty of baseball, although we won't. What we'll be worried about is who's healthy and who's not. We won't be too worried about the standings. We'll be more worried about whether or not the guys can get healthy and get ready to contribute down the stretch. The Yankees did what they usually do against Toronto, win, and did this weekend. Scored plenty of runs, including the abbreviated Friday night game. Did what they had to do. Happ has proved to be a very, very efficient and productive addition to the team, and he's got it down pat on this team. You know what? Go out there, throw 6, 1 week 5, another game 7, throw 6 innings for the most part, good solid 6 innings, good and hard, have them, give you some runs, throw him the keys and let the bullpen take it home and give yourself another W. And that's what he's done every time he's taken the mound so far. Produced a win, 4 up, 4 down, and yesterday in relatively easy style as he continues to contribute. The Yankees, though, come up with another injury as we'll wait to see what happens with Didi. Very good chance Didi's headed to the DL and Torres will head to shortstop for a couple days, and that will mean some second base for Walker, second base for Torres, but we would expect Torres to go over and play short. He's already admitted that he would do that. They've already said he would do that. And it sounds like Didi's going to the DL, but we don't have any official word yet on him going to the DL. So what you're worried about now is the guys, and the 2 most important everyday players on this team are Judge and Didi. In my estimate, some people might want to put Stanton in there, I guess, because of his productivity lately, but I wouldn't. To me, it's Judge and Didi both ways. They've missed Judge. They have to get him back and healthy, and they need to get Didi back and healthy and get ready, get Sanchez back, focused, ready to play some good baseball. They averted an injury with Romine. And try to get everybody on the same page, get the bullpen honed, and get ready for what will be a 1-game wild card jump into the postseason for real. After that, hopefully it's not a 1-game postseason. Most likely, against, who knows? It could be Oakland. But, I don't think it'll be Houston, which came back and got the 3rd game of that series. So right now, that's where we are, just kind of whiling away the days and trying to get the team healthy and honed for the postseason. DeGrom continues to do what he has to do on his way to a Cy Young as the Mets go through the later days of this season that will produce nothing except, I guess, for the most part, anguish, maybe a couple of highlights along the way. And then we get ready for football as we move towards the eventful game of the preseason for the most part, and then find out, as we will very soon, who the Jets starting quarterback will be. That obviously the question mark around here of the preseason. Tomorrow will be a Jet camp. We'll talk to the head coach and the general manager and Sam Darnold among our guests as we go pay a visit to the Jets tomorrow. So, my thought on the subject. I think you answer the questions you have to answer. And if you answer them in the affirmative, you let Darnold start the team, start game 1. This is his team. They can make their decisions about when to send Bridgewater somewhere whenever the need arises, whenever the price is right, or keep him and for the season, see what happens there. But to me, it's about getting Darnold work sooner rather than later. And you answer the questions you have to ask. Can the offensive line protect him? Does he know the offense? Can he run the team? can he command the room? If the answers are yes to all three, then he's your quarterback on opening day in my mind, and I wouldn't be surprised. I would expect, barring something unforeseen, I think he will be. I really do. I felt all along he would be, and I think he will be. We'll see if that changes between now and the start of the season, which is now just 20 days away. So 21, if you want to be exact. 21 days away. Today's the 20th. They start on the 10th. So we got 21 days to go, and we get ready for the start of this football season. The Giants' schedule, obviously, they have to hit the ground running because the schedule is as tough an early schedule as I've seen. I don't think you could have a tougher one, and I do think that impacts seasons dramatically. I think teams that get off early with a very positive schedule could go one way or the other. They get off to a fast start. Everyone buys in. The petty stuff goes away. People are willing to sacrifice because they're winning. And just the other side of the coin, where you had a chance to be a decent team, you got off to the bad start. Now everything that's bad just kind of bubbles to the surface. And the Giants not only face no easy games in the first 7, but they play 3 games in primetime. They play 4 games on the road. They got a Thursday night game. Luckily, it's at home against the champs. They got a trip to Atlanta. They got a trip to Dallas. Those both in primetime. They got a trip to Houston. They got Carolina, and visiting are the Jags and the Saints and the Eagles. So you could not have a tougher schedule, and rarely have I thought of a week 1 that would be more important than the Jags will be, because week 2 Dallas, week 3 at Houston, you do not want to be staring those in the face without a win. So that's why getting that first one is so imperative, and that's why, to me, if you're Shermer, if you're preparing this team, you have to do it with a little bit of an edge and have your team ready to come out of the box, ready to go, because the competition and the obstacles are great right from the start. So for the Yankees, it's about getting healthy. It's about nothing else. Nothing else. I mean, you can talk to me about pipe dreams, about catching that team. You're not going to catch them. It's about getting healthy, getting Sanchez back and focused and healthy, and getting Judge back and healthy, and getting Didi healthy, and getting that bullpen honed to a razor's edge as you get ready for the postseason, which is still a good amount of weeks away. We still got about 6-7 weeks before that happens. We'll have some uneventful Boston Yankee games in the mix also. They will mean very little, but that's the way it goes. That's the way this year has just unfolded. But there's still a lot of opportunity that comes with this season if you do things right, and there's still a great opportunity that awaits. You know what? It's all about October anyway. In the mix, in the final counting, it's always about October. So we got a lot to get to on this busy Monday as we kind of move into the final stages of summer right after this.